Excuse me, have you been a victim of the hybridized Constantine monster religion known as Christianity? Well, you're not alone. Me too. Check out this amazing study by Brother Lou White. Okay?
Brothers and sisters, welcome back to the Torah Institute. And we're looking now at Constantine I, Emperor of the Roman Empire, designer of a hybrid religion. He moved the empire's capital from Rome to Constantinople. He was the founder of Catholicism, the first Catholic pope, and a syncretizing compromiser. So cop that. Christianity slowly developed at the catechetical school of Alexandria in Egypt over several hundreds of years, beginning in about 190 CE. The head and founder of this first school of Christianity was Pantanius, and over time other men became the headmasters, such as Clement, Origen, Epiphanius, Tertullian, Augustine, and so on. These are called the Fathers of the Circus, and yet in their writings they describe a sect called the Nazarene, who are the first followers of Yahusha, the Mashiach. These fathers called the Nazarene heretics because the Nazarene were teaching and obeying the commandments of Yahuwah. From this school of Alexandria, bishops were spawned who promoted doctrinal control, and these Nicolaitanes promoted and propagated a hierarchical ruling class that controlled all the teachings. The stage was set for a centralized fascist corporate entity to arise. And that opportunity appeared when a man with universal power seized control over religious beliefs, and that man was Constantine I.
Hello, handsome!
What do you get when you take the Torah and mix it up with sun worship? A hybrid beast, chimera worship, circus of lies and apostasy. The world is blind, can't see the bondage. They won't wake up, they're chained to filth. Religion waits for a man of evil, but few do know he's been and gone. He came, he saw, he changed the Torah and fooled us all. He brought about a new decree and put the world on bended knee. Oh, he was a monster, Constantine monster. He was a monster. He changed the times. Didn't you know that evil is spreading across every nation? The Constantine monster in every home. Every home. This emperor let evil enter, became obsessed to change the world. Idolatry freely accepted, creation's rest became despised. Now I don't mind what you believe, love the truth, go back to sleep. This monster feeds on unbelieving. Obey Torah, and its power dies. He came, he saw, he changed the Torah and fooled us all. He brought about a new decree and put the world on bended knee. Oh, he was a monster. Constantine monster. He was a monster. He changed the times. Where have you been? The evil is spreading across every nation. Constantine monster in every home. Yeah, he changed the times, the seasons too. He changed the times, the seasons too. The pontiff saints and sacraments, and now her daughters spread darkness. He changed the times, the seasons too. He changed the times, the seasons too. The pontiff saints and sacraments, and now her daughters spread darkness. Oh, he was a monster. Constantine monster. He was a monster. Oh, he changed the times. Haven't you heard? The evil is spreading across every nation. The Constantine monster in every home. Oh yeah, 'cause he was a monster. The Constantine monster. He was a monster. He changed the times. Oh yeah, the evil is spreading across every nation. The Constantine monster. Has he got you? Constantine brought his empire together, universalizing or Catholicizing the diverse religious traditions through special councils and official edicts. His empire was fractured with many different religious systems, so he sought to invent a religion that would appeal to everyone and thus bring peace. Sunday was declared a day of rest, which appeased the majority, kept them happy, because they were all pagan sun worshippers, so worshipping on the day of the sun was fantastic. Easter, or in other words, the deities worshipped, which were Ishtar and Asherah. That festival was another familiar pagan festival, which he mixed up with the resurrection of Israel's Messiah, Yahusha. Bringing together many religions into one, he produced the first hybrid system, which Scripture represents as a multi-headed beast. The various heads of this beast are the many pagan religions brought together into one functioning entity. Between the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach and Constantine, a period of almost 300 years, a slow transformation occurred. The faith went from the religion of Yahusha to a religion about Yahusha. But really, ours is more than a religion, because we are citizens in a kingdom or a government over a people of Israel, and we obey the instructions for living which Yahusha has given to us, out of our trust and love for him, our King. Our constitution or wedding vows is the covenant, the 10 words, and we will rule with Yahusha if we are found to be worthy servants of our King. Yes, he is also our high priest, but what we have to do with is much more than simply a religion. We have a relationship, a wonderful loving relationship with our Father Yahuwah. Most religious people are waiting for some horn or some man of evil to appear and change all the times and the seasons. Brothers and sisters, take a look. He's been and gone, mate. The whole world is worshipping Satan through what he did. Get that? Hebrew elements, especially the words of Yahuwah and his commandments, were railed against by the revisionist, anti-Semitic circus fathers. Constantine's revisionism became a process. He began it, melding paganism together with the Messiah of Israel, hybridizing the paganism with the truth. Just like our Bible today, the truth and lies mixed together. He is a saint to the Catholic universal hierarchy, yet he murdered several members of his family and close friend. One important tip to remember, guys, people don't get to decide who gets to be a saint. Huh? It's a choice we make individually and hangs on only one requirement, that we obey the covenant Yahuwah provided for us. Also, it's entirely necessary to be a saint while you're alive and living among us, if you intend to be a saint at any later time. Duh! The way you can distinguish between who is a saint and who isn't is by whether or not they keep the commandments of Yahuwah. As Emperor of Rome, Constantine inherited the title of the Caesars, including Pontifex Maximus, and the title of Pope, or Father of the Empire. The title Pope was bestowed upon Caesar, who was a priest and a king. Caesar's position was one of absolute power and authority. So, let's reflect. Emperor Constantine I established Christianity as the official religion of the Roman Empire. Because the word Christianity is not found in Scripture, neither is there such a religion known from Genesis to Revelation. Before the First Circus Council in the year 325 at Nicaea, or the Nicene Council, he instituted the Edict of Constantine in 321 CE. This edict compelled the entire empire to observe the Day of the Sun as a day of rest from work, to give honour to the sun deity. Only farmers were exempt from certain duties, and it was enforced under penalty of death. This is carried over in the blue laws seen in governmental legislation worldwide today. In spite of his tolerant attitude towards Christianity and his apparent conversion to some level of belief and practice of it, Constantine continued to mint coins in honour of Sol Invictus, the Roman sun deity, until at least 335 CE. Rebellion is as witchcraft, but witchcraft, or satanic sun worship, is definitely witchcraft. Nimrod is as Nimrod does. Nimrod is as Nimrod does. Christmas was a formerly pagan birthday celebration, revised later to apply to Yahushua's birthday. This idea of combining religious concepts, practices, or customs is called syncretism. A good example of this would be to fuse together Ramadan, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas into the new politically correct phrase, Happy Ranahana Kwanzmas. Happy Ramahana Kwanzmas. Happy Ranahana Kwanzmas. Happy Ranahana Kwanzmas. Happy Ranahana Kwanzmas. Happy Ranahana Kwanzmas. Anyway, if our religious behaviour or customs and symbols are derived from former pagan cultures and are reinvented to blend into one huge pattern of deception, wouldn't you like to know about it? I would. Can we actually find the religion of Christianity as we know it today in the scriptures at all? I'm sorry, no we can't. Sorry. Bye-bye. The inspired words of our Creator use signs, symbols, and a variety of figures of speech to reveal and conceal His meanings. But most Christians listen, but they don't personally research Scripture. They are unwittingly programmed by sound bites, or maxims, or short text that steer their beliefs about many things. But these phrases are taken out of their proper context. Misdirection is used to cause misunderstanding. So I encourage you, brothers and sisters, to prove everything, test what you are taught, challenge everything, and hopefully It will awaken a thirst for the truth so that you can discern and expose lies. Because even translators are not perfect, as you will discover. Light and darkness must not be mixed. Those who are perishing are doing so because they have refused to receive a love for the truth and thus be saved. Pray for the truth, brothers and sisters, and Yahushua will give it to you. Shaul referred to all those who obey the covenant of Yahuwah as Israel, and he said that we become fellow citizens of Israel through the covenant. He said that those outside the covenant were foreigners to the promises. And Ephesians 2-13 clearly states that we are no longer Gentiles, but formerly Gentiles in the flesh. We are Israel, of the sect of the Nazarene, and we have received a love for the covenant by the workmanship of the Messiah, Yahushua of Nazareth, our high priest, who circumcises our hearts with a love for the truth.